Hi guys, Vechs here. Welcome back to some more Space Engineers. Well, it looks like Asteroid 4 over there was a bust in my quest for magnesium. But that's okay, we still have more asteroids to go scout. And I think there's one right back there, so let's actually turn around. And I am going to head over there and see what I can find at that asteroid off in the distance. This one had gold, silver, iron, nickel, and uranium. That's what I wrote down. Let me check my GPS. Gold, silver, nickel, iron, and uranium. Yep. I'm trying to keep track of what these asteroids have in them. So this is going to be asteroid 5, the 5th asteroid. Cannot believe how hard of a time I am having just finding magnesium. It's kind of strange. I suppose with these procedurally generated asteroids, there's no guarantee. It's all going to be random, I believe. That's kind of odd. Why is the light from the beacon displaced? It's very weird. Now I have to tell you this, on the way to this asteroid, let me talk real quick. I had a scare. I loaded up another world besides this one, and everything was basically deleted. And there was a bug that the game was just deleting stuff, like anything, your ships, your stations. Now, thankfully, I'm gonna try to get into the habit, like every few days, back this world up, just zip it up a copy, and so I've done that, and I'm really glad I had. Like, if I had opened this world instead of the other one, I would have lost everything in this world and not been able to recover it. And I would have been really, really sad. I'm already really sad I lost the other world, because I was just working on stuff there. But, you know, I lost maybe 2 hours of work on something. So I'm kind of bummed about that, but this is my main LP world, and I would be crushed if I lost this. That light is bugging out. But anyway, the devs knew about the bug. I tweeted them, and other people posted about it on the bug forum. And so they fixed it pretty quick. They found out what was going on. And can I see the version? Yeah, there it is. Build. January 30th, 2015, 6:39. I assume that's UTC. So this is 1.067.007. So this is a new actual build. I kind of wish you could maybe turn off auto updates on this game, but it's a Steam game, and you just can't. There it is. There's the magnesium. Right off the bat, awesome. But you can't. Oh, I'm so thankful to find this. So what else is on this asteroid? You know, I don't really care, honestly. Let's see, iron. Let's fly in here and see if it'll register anything else. Uranium. Iron, uranium. It should be registering other objects. Iron, uranium, magnesium, platinum. Okay. So this is GPS. From current position, this is asteroid 5. So it's iron, uranium, magnesium, platinum. Fantastic. We have located a source of magnesium. Well, all that's left to do is to mine it. But I'm pretty pleased with what is it? Keen. I wanted to say Keen Spot for some reason, but it's Keen Software. I'm pretty pleased with Keen Software and how fast they fixed that bug. I'm a little disappointed that it happened in the first place, because a lot of people on the forums were they permanently lost huge builds because the game deleted it and then saved over it. And that's really unfortunate. But I guess the game is an alpha, even though, I mean, I think it's an alpha, right? Is it build 1.067? I guess it's still. I mean, it's for sale for 25 bucks on Steam. I kind of think no matter what you want to call it, once you start charging people money for full price like that and putting it up on Steam, the game's out. I mean, it's in active development, but you know, if it's an alpha, you shouldn't be charging so much money for it, I feel. That's just my personal opinion. You know, if it was $5 or $10 still, and they were like, okay, well, it's an alpha, and we're doing the Minecraft thing where you can pay less now for it, but heads up, you know, the game is gonna be buggy. But they're not doing that anymore. They're charging, you know, a higher price for it. So I'd kind of expect, you know, it to be a little more stable. That said, I do think the game is amazing, and it's one of my favorite games right now. But anyway, I'm going to get my mining ship, and I'm going to head back over to Asteroid 5, and I'm going to try to get some magnesium for myself. Be right back! So I'm heading over to Asteroid 5, and I kind of noticed a bug. Like, you can see Asteroid 2 right there on my HUD, and I've already turned off, like, disabled the show on HUD thing, and it's still showing up on the HUD, so that's very obviously a bug that's not supposed to be happening. Yeah, you're supposed to, yeah, don't. I'd be tempted to delete it. Actually, tell you what, as a test, let's see, 1000, let's not show 1000 on the HUD, but yet it's still there. Let's try deleting it. Let's just delete 1000. Delete. And it's still there. So, obviously, when you put down, that's kind of disconcerting. So the waypoints are not being deleted or even disabled. It's very unfortunate. I might have to go sign up on the Space Engineers forums. I may already have an account there, and put a bug report in on that, because that means my HUD is very crowded and I can't uncrowd it. So sorry for any inconvenience. I know it's messy, but there's nothing I can do about it because it's bugged. Now, what if I do 1000, 1000, 1000, 1000, and name it 1000? Future home of DVN HQ. I have to wonder, does it like layer up two of them on top of each other? I think so. I can't quite tell, but it looks like it might actually be that way. Well, that's poopy. Oh well. I'm not going to time skip again since we are right here at this asteroid, and I need to probably start putting on brakes. Alright, let's see now. The magnesium was... And yeah, this is definitely not a good... I'm glad now that I've seen how this ship is a little on the sluggish side. There's the magnesium. I'm very happy with my decision to make a dedicated scout ship, because this thing, yeah, it detects the ore, but it's sluggish and it kind of takes a while to get up to speed. So it's not really the best ship to scout with at all. Mining magnesium. Alright, let's help ourselves to some magnesium here. Now I've kind of been thinking of adding on to this ship. I feel like it could use a little bit more stuff. Just, you know, some more stuff on it. And I think I do have some material in here. There's magnesium already. Getting magnesium powder. Plenty of iron, gold, gravel, and I've got stuff on me. So I guess I don't know if I have the material to make more drills, but I would like to add more. Let's get in here and get some more of this magnesium. Okay, and back up. Let's try going in like this again. Alright, let's go down. Let's take out that next section. I think I'm getting rock and magnesium mixed in together on this outer layer of the deposit, but that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. And I'll take out this section until I get to empty space on the opposite side. There's a problem. Yeah, I think I might need to enhance this. I don't want to leave bits of asteroid right in the middle because they retain full rigidity in space, and it can be a big problem if you bang into one. So let's pull out. Hopefully I pulled out in time. And I want to get this little piece off that's hanging out just because it's annoying me. Now later I'd like to experiment with a higher efficiency miner, which relies on a gravity generator to pull all the bits back into the drills, so that you don't lose anything. I think that would actually be kind of cool, but we'll sort that out later. For now, this is enough. Okay, how are we doing? Connector's already filling up with gravel, gold, stone. Looks like the refinery is completely full of, oh my good gracious, 74,000 magnesium. Okay, I think we're good. I think we can head home now. Actually, wow, that was easy. All right, well, I'm gonna turn this wagon train home, turn it around, and head home. See you guys in a second. Hey guys, I'm back. So, my mining ship is docked with my headquarters ship, my mobile base, and both refineries on both vessels are currently in the process of processing all that magnesium. So I'm going to give it some time to process, and while I wait on it to do its job, I want to work on the construction ship a bit more. I said that it wasn't done, and before I publish it to the workshop, let's see, do I have... Ah, right. Compact miner, construction boat, something here. It's not important. And yeah. So I wanted to work on this. Now, what I'd like to have is to be able to have a better view of grinding stuff up. And that means that I'd kind of like to have... Okay, well, we're going to need more conveyors to work on this. I'm sure of that. Now, the cockpit up here is... I want the cockpits mounted in, like, the middle. So we'll see. Let's just tear the cockpit off. I'd like it to be able to grind right through a ship. Like, tunnel right through it with the grinders. And to do that... But I'd like it to retain its mostly compact shape. Now I'm going to try to take advantage of the fact that grinders can reach out to the side a bit to grind, so I can have some holes in my grinder grid. But let me think about this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I want the cockpit to be... I'd like to put the cockpit right here in the middle. Right there. Now, that means that I mount it right there. Let's go ahead and fill this in. And that ought to give us a pretty nifty view out from all these grinders here. Let's see. So there's grinders on all sides. Alright. Just gonna have to remember to be safe with this thing. Now, that did something important. That cut off these, this row here, and to refill them, we basically need to put a conveyor here. Please tell me I just have, oh, thank God. I like it when I just have enough to build something right there on the spot. That's so refreshing. And it also cut off these over here. And as long as we reconnect them like this, damn it, too good to be true. Okay, let me grab some construction components out of my large cargo container here. We should have a substantial amount. We do. Okay, we're good to go. Now, so they're reconnected to the conveyor system now. And let's see. Let's go get the grinders. Weapons and tools. We'll put the grinders down there, and the grinders toggle on off. Let's just toggle the grinders on. So they're spinning, and I dare not hit the T button right now. I would have a very bad day. Right. So, turn them off. I think it's safe to hop out. I'd like to put some more on here, and I think it would be safe to do so. Let's see. One there. 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 And then there. Here. 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 And here. We have to leave. I don't have to leave with the thruster damage being off. I don't actually have to leave that open, but I want people to be able to play with thruster damage being turned on to be able to use this ship design. So I like pretending that it's still on for the purposes of designing things. Okay, that means that these two blocks have to be put in place, and now everything is good with the exception of basically we could do something like this, I think, to make sure these stay connected at the back. Bloop. Bloop. There we go. Now I just need to go find my welding boat, which is stuck somewhere on the side of the ship here. Unlock, please. Oh, wait a minute. I left it unlocked. It's using its own landing pad. Right. As you do. Okay. Okay. Let's see. You know what'd be cool is to look at a ship, target a ship, and press a button that would generate a work order, a parts list, like a work order parts list. And basically that would be what's needed to finish all the missing components aboard the ship. And then that work order parts list is basically saved to your like spacesuit clipboard or whatever, and then you go to you dock a construction ship to a master, storage area, and you request the parts in a work order parts list, and they all get automatically transferred. So you automatically, get all the parts that you need. I think that'd be kind of cool. And we're out of parts aboard the construction boat already. Yeah, it's stalling. Let's go see what it's stalling with. It's probably construction components. Yep, I knew it. That's why I had a bunch queued up. Let's go ahead and stick all the ones I have in there. And we need to go get some more. But there's no sense in me doing this on camera, so I'll do it off camera. And hey, you. Master Assembler. Make like huge amounts of that, please. Just make 1,000. We seem to need construction components, and they take a long time to make compared to other stuff. So, let's see. Gimme. Yeah, that's gonna take a while to make. So I'll do all this off camera. Bye, guys. Okay, there we go. The new bits are in white, so you can see what I've added. Guess I can clear this off. Now that means we can. I think, looking from the front here, we ought to be able to just go right through sections of the Lacedaemon and just tunnel through it with with the grinders. Let's hop in here. All right, Lacedaemon, bring it. I like how I had a feeling this is just evolve into me making just a giant flying flat array of grinders. I'm just gonna go right through the middle here. And see how... Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not. I would lose my other cockpit here. It's not good. Let's tear that off for now. Alright. Grinders on. So I should be able to just go right through here. Okay, let's see if I can slide in here. Now, different things are taking different time to grind down, so there's going to be some delay here. Oh, I hit T. Hey, it didn't immediately kill me. Apparently I've got, some small area in there right outside the cockpit. I can get out and not be instantly obliterated. Visibility is not that great, but at least I can see forward, so that's good. Okay, let's take a look at the front here. Am I hung up on something? Can't quite tell. I seem to be hung up on something. Alright, Meteor storm inbound. I'm trying to look around, I can't. Alright, let's turn these off and hop out. Make sure there's no turrets. I was shot at earlier by something. This appears to be... Ah! What was that? Ah! Something shot at me. Did you hear that? I heard gunfire. Where is it coming from? Well, that's not good. I suddenly want to run back to my cockpit. Heard gunfire from somewhere. Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa. It's coming from this way? I saw a laser. Alright, I'm not sure where... There is an enemy gun turret around here, and it did shoot at me. I don't know where it came from, though, but it seems like it's somewhere over there. I saw a laser. Oh, I see a laser. Interesting. I saw a laser briefly on my screen. I can't... It's not appearing long enough for me to figure out where it's coming from. I'm kind of spooked, so I'm just going to run back to my cockpit. I can't quite tell what we're hung up on. Yep, there's the laser again. Alright, whatever. I'm going for it. Okay, we're safe. Let's back up. We definitely tore a big chunk out of that ship. I can't quite figure out what I'm hung up on. It probably, if I had to guess... I'm just guessing that this thruster, because it hangs down, something got in this gap right here and managed to get hung up on the thruster. That's, if I just had to guess, that's what I would guess. But besides that, this thing seems to be pretty effective. I did just easily and readily grind on in here and push in. Oh, this is great. I managed to easily take a huge, huge cube out of the Lacedaemon here. So that was pretty cool, I have to say. Here's a gyroscope just floating off. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see what the problem is. Oh, I get it. I never added the new grinders to the grinder group. That's the problem. No. Grindres? Le grindre. I don't think I'm French. You can delete that group. How do I delete a group? That button. Okay. There we go. That was the problem. Oh, yes! 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 Mind punch, yes! Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Get wrecked, ship. Zzz, gang. We're under attack! I see a laser sticking out of the ship, but you can't stop me! You can't stop me, I'm on a boat! I'll grind up your turret! Uh-oh. No, get back in. Hi! Howdy! I'm coming for you, turret! I'm coming! Yeah, suck it, turret! I'll have to probably repair the damage to my ship. It was taking fire there. But the interior turret firepower is not really that high. Oh, something else is shooting at me in here. It's not happy. It is displeased with my grinding. That's okay though. I care not for the the wants of a turret will not stop me. Alright, so let's back up. This thing works perfectly, I would say. Let's back up, maybe out of the range of the turret, hopefully. It was taking fire. Probably ought to just go get the welding boat and do a once-over. Let's look for damage here. There's some damage right there at 92%. Yeah, 90%. 100%. Yeah, the turret shoots the same ammunition as the handheld rifle. It's not really... It's only really effective against astronauts, anti-personnel. Like, even if I just came over here and started shooting glass, I mean, I've got 1872. I mean, what would it take to get rid of the piece of glass over there? I'm just going to shoot it until it disappears. Just as a demonstration of how crappy handheld the rifle is. Well, there's a way to zoom in, I suppose. There it goes. 1650 to 1877. Yeah, that's how much it took just to kill a piece of glass on a large ship. So, yeah. Yeah, not really very strong. Maybe it could, maybe you could do, maybe the interior turrets would do something against, say, small ship that was using light armor. You know, maybe there might be some marginal effectiveness there, but I'd stress that it would be marginal. These are all at 100% with the exception of this one, which I have just instantly repaired at the cost of a few blocks. So, not really... It ain't even no thing. Alright, let's take a look at what our haul is. Inventory. Hide empty. It all should have been sent to the large cargo container here. Oh my good gracious. Look at that. Oh, 3,000. Is that 3,000 construction components? I can't quite... Can I split the stack? How do I split a stack? Oh, drag right there. Yeah, 3,415. That's how you can check. Exact amount, 6,000. Oh, wow, 61,000. Oh, that is... Oh my gosh, look at all the construction... Oh man, look at this. This is fantastic. This grinding ship is... the construction ship's taken a major step towards publishability. Let's see, how are we doing on that? We don't have a construction ship yet, but we will. And I'll publish it once I feel like it's worthy of my subscribers. Like, I don't want to give you some half-baked ship. I want to make sure it's tested and that it's a practical, functional ship. Let's fly right at this and see if I can get it to hit the cockpit. Nope. So the grinders are able to reach over. They seem to reach roughly one block over, so that even though I've got some holes in the grid here, the grinders surrounding it reach over and cover that. So I think that's quite effective. The next thing I'd like to do is honestly just have the entire, maybe add one layer up top, and then do one layer over all around. And that way it's gratuitous with how it protrudes out, and I can easily just fly right through an area. There's the main reactor. I assume that's the main reactor of the ship. Actually, no, this ship is probably big enough to have multiple reactors. Let's fly in here and see if I get shot at. Something is being grinded somewhere. Ground somewhere? I don't know. Is it grinded or ground? Or are both acceptable? Ah, man. This ship is awesome. Well, guys, I think that's it for this episode. We've located magnesium, and we've made modifications to the grinder ship, and we kind of tore a... Let's go look at our handiwork. Look at this giant... You know what? For better visibility, I kind of want to make this a different color. Can we just go ahead and paint this here? Let me paint this area. Hopefully I won't get shot at while I try to do this. Is there like a really bright white like that? Excellent, because it's in a shadow. I want to see... Alright, so the white area here is where we've torn out. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That shows up a little bit better than the pitch black armor. And let's take a look at it from the side. Look at that, I've torn open... I feel like I'm a space T-Rex. I just tore open the guts of the enemy and I'm feasting on it. Nom, 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 nom. I'm a space T-Rex. I'm a motherfucking T-Rex. Running joke from Nostalgia Critic. I'm a fan of his. Take that. Alright, we'll see you guys next episode where our magnesium has undoubtedly finished processing. Let's go take a look. Magnesium finished processing? How's our magnesium doing? It's still working it. It's still going, but we should have plenty. We should have enough to do whatever we want to do. Yeah. So next episode, we will get some trigger time with autocannons and experiment with them. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, as always, take it easy.